Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night and that you'll enjoy the video. And thank you so much for watching.
Honestly, all you girls can have the streets. I tried that out, did not enjoy it. I'd rather be alone. I'm a wife. I am not meant to be out here running the streets with these dusty men. You know what I mean?
Nope, too late for that. The streets can just have you. You're a wife? No, you're not. If you were a wife, you would have not been on the streets in the first place. And even if I'm wrong, who are you gonna be a wife to if we're all dusty men?
Queens that turn heads, okay, with all of your clothes on.
Oh, I thought we canceled you. Stop giving men microphones.
Oh, but I thought cancel culture doesn't exist. And what are you afraid of most? Men with microphones or the fact that you cannot turn heads while fully clothed?
You will never lose a person that's meant for you. The whole point about dating multiple people at the same time is abundance mindset. It's spreading your energy so that you're not needy and focused on just one person. It's a high value way to date. You shouldn't be dating exclusively too soon.
She is actually a self proclaimed dating coach. So if you want to stay single and didn't know how, I would suggest listening to her. High value dating is dating multiple people at the same time, so obviously it's always gonna be quantity over quality.
Having comments on my last posts about dating, being like, oh, maybe your standards are too high, like, oh, they just don't want you because you're not in your prime anymore. It's like, I don't know who you think that I'm going for, but I have had historically the lowest standards in men, and have put up with the worst behavior. So now that I'm not doing that, that's why I'm finding dating difficult because I know my worth.
Yes, and I'm not saying you don't, but being a practical man, while waiting for at least one of you to tell me exactly what your worth is, I just found another video of yours. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you what to wear at your parties, but I cannot stop from wondering what the guest said about the dress you chose to wear.
Stop asking women to be your piece if your only intention is to take theirs away from them. Go to therapy and leave me alone. My piece is so important. My ability to feel safe in a relationship is so important. If you make me feel unsafe, do you not realize that if I don't feel safe in a relationship, I have no access to my femininity? And without access to my femininity, I have no access to my confidence, vulnerability, the ability to have with you, or the ability to, I don't know, even feel some sort of happy emotion. I need to feel safe in a relationship. I need to. I need to have peace. And in order to have peace, I need to have a man that has it already. Have peace before you come to me. Don't try and take my peace away from me because you have none. You need to go to therapy. Period. Period. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and obviously, leave you alone we did. What you seem to not understand is that it works both ways. He doesn't need to find his peace before he's gonna be in a relationship with you. You need to be his peace just as much as you expect him to be yours. You expect him to find his peace before he meets you? How about you find yours? See, it still works both ways.
The vast majority of men, especially cis-het men who want to have relationships with women, do not care about women. They do not give a single about the plight of women or the abuse that we so often suffer at their hands, and they've proven this time and time again. They literally prove it repeatedly every single day. We said, me too, and what did they say? They said, not all men. We say, hey, so there's a very specific situation that makes me very uncomfortable that has happened to me multiple times without my consent from multiple different men, right? And what do they say? Not all men. And then we say, okay, not all men, but the great majority of them actually, and we actually can't tell if you're a good or a bad one just walking down the street. And what do they say? Show me your proof. And then we show them their proof, and what do they say? Say it with me, pick better men. They tell us to pick better men. Because why? Abusive men benefit non-abusive men. The bar is in hell. It is not a joke. You need militant standards.
Okay, and what exactly proofs are you talking about? Because just a simple Google search will show you something different. And abusive men benefits non-abusive men? How is that making any sense? And we already know about your militant standards. It started with end all men, hate all men, men too, and the list just goes on.
Hot take or not hot take, misandry does not exist. Women will never hate men simply for existing as men, in the same way that men hate women simply for existing. Like, I don't even need to give you examples, just listen to any podcast bro right now. Men love to on women for their interests, wanting better for themselves. Men will even hate women for existing and like not sleeping with them. But when women hate men, it's because they have a reason. Women don't hate men simply because they're men. They hate men for their actions, for the long-standing history of things they've done. Men made themselves hateable. Misandrists don't exist.
Okay, so the definition of misandry is a hatred of men. Simple as that. And when you claim you hate men, that actually makes you a misandrist. So my question is, were you always this dumb or did it just grow into you?
When women start to consent to something, men kind of lose interest.
This is so true, and I would really recommend you go watch her whole video. Hookup culture is portrayed as very empowering for women, especially over the past however many years, and I just feel like that's not true because we're not going into it with a equal playing field. If everyone respected each other, if men saw women as people, maybe, it would be empowering, but I just feel like because so many men have this, like they basically want control and power over you. So it's like they want to manipulate you into a situation or just prove that they can oh yeah, I was able to get her. Whereas if you're just like, yeah, I'm down, they're like, I don't know, you're kind of like a whore. And I just keep seeing more and more videos on here of girls saying they're going to be celibate, until a guy treats them with respect, sees them as a human being. And they're like, it's been a year, it's been 7 months, it's been a year and a half. And bro, I believe you because it's rough out here. So it's like, is that the answer? You just have to not participate? Or you just participate with knowing okay, I'm not seen as a real person in this situation? What are you supposed to do?
Does anyone else feels like I found all the crazy ones today? Hookup culture is empowering, but you don't want to do it because you feel like it's not true? We do see you as people, but when you're part of the hookup culture and we're looking for something serious, for a long-term relationship, we're just gonna not choose you. And participate or not participate in the hookup culture, it's up to you. Just know that it's gonna be a decision that you have to live with for the rest of your life. Know that every major decision like that has consequences, and if you're okay with that, no one else cares.
Is it okay to wear camo Crocs on a date if the guy says casual? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. But make sure you tell your friend not to expect a second date.
Other woman, they can touch you however they want. I've had women come up and grab my side.
I've had more women force themselves on me than I have men, especially on nights out when I tell them I'm not interested because I'm straight, or I have a boyfriend, or I tell them I like sucking. It does not stop them grabbing me and trying to make out with me and telling me I just haven't found the right yet. I haven't found the right woman. All these women that say, oh, men do this and men do that. Women do exactly the same, but we don't talk about it. They are literal predators, are being forced against walls and pinned up while they're trying to force themselves on me. Do better, women. Do better.
But then again, misandries don't exist, misandry is not real, and it's always all men. And even though this video proves to us what we already knew, one thing we're not gonna do is say all women. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. Thank God. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.